So,
It's the brother Kalaya
brother Kashab.
coming at you with a quick lesson. Prior to getting started, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, and this little side lesson gonna be predicated around what sort of mind space, or head space should you be in, man? Alright, in these last few seconds of time, alright, what should you be focusing on? Okay? And it's funny because I had this topic in my mind before we started the main camp, alright, but we ended up going into prophecy, man, in the main camp. Right, and that's the spirit right now. All right, so many prophecies are popping off this page. All right, it's really if you're not in the truth, and somebody was to give you a glimpse of this thing of ours, it would be unbelievable. All right, but nevertheless, we can start with that.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies."
Okay, so occupation is something that takes up your time, man. All right, that's what you give your time to, and we give our time to what, man? This truth, the ministry. All right, as we were going into over there on the main camp, all right, prophecy is pretty much like a time clock. All right, and as the brother was, Kaya was speaking, it became apparent to me like, hey, it's like the Lord gave the prophets the watch to the world, okay? And it's showing you, prophecy is basically showing you how long until we get into the kingdom.
Yeah.
All right, so if your heart's desire, what is that in Sirach? If you desire sceptres.
Oh, Wisdom of Solomon?
That's Wisdom of Solomon. That is Wisdom of Solomon. But nevertheless, if your heart desire, okay, those things, where should your mind be at? You see? If whenever you find that thing, we're going to bring that out.
Okay, we're finished with Sirach 39.
Grab that. Yeah, we're going to go down to 5 in that.
Verse 2, it says, "He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and what subtle parables are, he will be there also."
Subtle parables going into what, man? The different breakdowns, okay? That's what Jake's mind is going to be wrapped around, all right? The secrets, the mysteries, all right? These are the things that consist of, all right, breaking these different prophecies down, man. You see? But go ahead. I'm going to look for it while you...
It's, I think it's 8. Solomon 8. Verse 3, it says, "He will seek out the secrets of the grave synthesis and be conversant." Conversant in dark parables. "He will serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he had tried the good and the evil among men."
So, okay, being occupied in the prophecies, all right, and being given to the law, these are some of the different attributes that are being given unto you, man. All right, just overall becoming a better man. You see? Go ahead.
If I can make a quick point, though, but these are all traits of a man of the Lord, though.
That's right.
Right. This is something, brothers is constantly conversing in, seeking out the dark parables, going over breakdowns. All right. This is what actually keep our minds occupied. Brothers always say, the truth should never get boring, man. All right. If you call yourself in the truth and you say, "Oh, I'm bored," well, you're not really studying or being diligent at all.
It don't make no sense to be in the truth, man. All right, because if if you truly knew what we were working towards, all right, it couldn't get boring, man. All right, we're talking about immortality, okay? We're talking about true reign and dominion over the whole earth, all right? We're talking about other planets, all right? These things in which I just named are just merely, like the base, right, of what the kingdom consists of and what we're working towards. But what it's so much more. All right, these things are what Jake was saying. The world consists of a fairy tale, man. But it's actually coming to fruition right here in these scriptures, man. And this is what our mind is towards. But I'm gonna search for it because I couldn't find it.
This verse 5.
Yep.
It says, he will give his heart to resort early to Yahweh that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplication for his sins. And that's what a man of the Lord is going to do. All right. That's why I tell you that, you know, somebody who's searching or being diligent for the truth, they're going to get their B times. All right. Before it's too late. That's why I said seeking him out early, man, or resort. He would give his heart, right? Which your heart goes into what? Your life,
Right.
which is your mind. It said his mind will resort early to the Lord that made him. All right. And our minds are always concentrated, all right, in doing things that's pleasing for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right. Keeping ourselves occupied. When you occupy something, or when you occupy something, that means to retain it, all right, to hold, okay, to be constantly conversing in it, all right. And that's what we're doing, man. All right, being occupied in these prophecies. You see, because if you're not watching and looking out for the prophecies, then that they're gonna catch you up on unaware. You know?
And I got that in what is that? 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter.
God.
Right?
You
What
find that wisdom of Solomon? How it go?
If you desire in scepters,
If your desire be scepters and
and
thrones.
thrones.
God.
But nevertheless, you know, Jake got a very base mind frame too, right? You see, when you look at the men of the Lord and the men that's in the ministry, okay, doing the work that diligently and sincerely, people in the world that say their minds are far out, okay, but that's because of this truth, man. And that's just because what Jake, the Lord put Jake head at right now, man. These people are dwelling on base things, okay? Their mind is dwelling on, all right, who's gonna be the next, like the brother said, TikTok fucking celebrity, man. You see? But yeah, the brother about to pull up, and I'm having deja vu. That's crazy. But let me get this Thessalonians.
I got something for you too.
You can bring it out.
God, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 42.
Yep.
It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come. Right, and if you occupied, all right, if your mind is occupied in prophecies, that's synonymous with watching, all right, praying, okay? That's all synonymous. It all works hand in hand. It goes together, you see?
If I could say real quick, because it had me thinking, when we was in the Sirach 39, it's more or less like we understand that we're in the last seconds of time, right? It's just like when we was in school, like, you watching the fucking clock to see when the class let out.
Yeah.
Jake not starting up a new lesson and things like that. No, you watching the fucking clock to make sure, man, I'm getting out of it. It's the end of the day.
Right.
And that's kind of how it is in the spirit right now, man.
Yeah, we ready to go home,
You know,
man.
we ready to get the fuck out of here, man.
Shit, when that bell ring, Jake sprinting about
Jake
that
breaking
mug,
out
man.
like what they say in the world, like a bat out of hell, man. Go ahead, Doc. It's like it.
This verse 43. It says, but know this, that if the good men of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
And see, when you go into it, that's why the Lord didn't give out the exact date and time, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because you'll have men settled on their leads all the way until the final second, man.
Yeah, that's what Jake do. And Jake still to be late.
God.
You know?
Scriptures tell you no man know it.
Yep.
Right? The angels don't know. And even your Yahushua don't know. It should be right there.
It's right here somewhere. Yep, this verse 36.
Yep.
It says, but of that day and hour know it no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
And that's beautiful, man. Because you niggas do that shit for at work, okay? You niggas do that shit even within the ministry, man. You lukewarm ass niggas. They wait until the very last moment. Okay?
Yeah, even though it's a parable saying something gonna come in at that very last second of time, their mindset is like, all right, I know of the truth. I know they got a camp right here down the street from my house.
Right.
But I kind of see it, but I'm gonna just wait.
I'm gonna wait.
You know?
Just like the guy that the elders always talk about, that guy Bart Simpson. Okay? Hey, what if I come in at the last second?
Yeah.
But that goes into the title of this lesson, man. All right? What should your head be? You should be trying to gain as much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding okay, to sustain your salvation, man.
Yeah. Doing, but that's gonna be pleasing to the Lord too.
Right.
You know, putting your best foot forward. It tell you that. Let me get that real quick. This is right on topic. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance."
That's right, man. You know, and these people, they don't understand the danger in which the Lord poses. Okay, and that's the beauty of it too.
Yeah.
Because the parable you're going into, hey, these people, they think, oh, I got time. Nah, man, the Lord is moving on a whole nother clock than us, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say the world.
The world,
we on the Lord clock, as you know, the prophets and those that cling to the body, but the world not on the same clock, man.
That's right. I had one more verse in that, Matthew.
You got it.
It's Matthew 24 and 44. It says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh." Salaki, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. So you thinking you set it on your leash. You tarrying from day to day. All right? Your mindset is not aligned with the Most High and His Son, man. You not in the spirit. All right?
You're not occupied in prophecy.
That's it.
You know. But this'll take us out right here. You had anything else? This 1 Thessalonians 5:1. You walked me right into this. But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? Because we've been occupied in prophecy. Okay, we've been seeing the talks of the MOTB. All right, we've been seeing the talks of World War III. All right, the growth of nuclear arms across the board, man. All right, across these different countries. You see? It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night." So if we know that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night, why wouldn't we prepare ourselves to know when that time is as best as we possibly can? All right, because we read what in the Matthew 24 and what that was 34 36.
Yep.
We read that no man know it, but we're going to prepare ourselves as much as possible. All right, by what? By way of watching, right? Being occupied in prophecy.
Yeah, and we know the secrets. We know the prophecies. We have the understanding of the scriptures, so we know how to watch. You know, that's another thing.
That's heavy.
You know, Jake don't know how to watch. Jake just looking at the goddamn news all day. Oh, Iran's doing this, the U.S. doing this, Trump doing that. You know, that's not being occupied in prophecy, man. You have to be able to filter these things through the scriptures. You see? And if you can't do that, well, hey, man, I don't know, man. You know, but you got it.
This is verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Going back to that Sirach 5, man.
Yep.
All right, and what it said is right here. It said, "In your security, thou shalt be destroyed." You see? So when they say peace and safety, oh, things going back to normal.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a small portion of a sense of normalcy for you. All right. You know, we're gonna make America great again.
Yeah.
Hey, that's when the destruction gonna come, man.
Talking about the gas prices are down, groceries are down, and they lying to your damn face, man.
Man, they about to push the fucking MOTB, man.
That's right.
You about to sell out. Verse 4 says, "But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief in the night." Why are you not in darkness? All right, which is gonna tell you, but more or less, hey, you've been occupied in prophecy, man. You. What I always say, you patiently hastening, man. Okay, the day of the Lord. It says, "For ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness." That night going into what? Not having this truth, man.
Yeah.
Okay. This truth is the light. The light.
Being in the world, man. The world is full of darkness.
That's right, bro.
You know, that's why I said, anoint thyself that thou may be as illuminated, man.
Come on.
You know,
scriptures tell you, hey, wisdom maketh a man face to shine.
That's right.
You see? This verse 6. "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." That slumber going into not having this truth, man. These people are asleep. Just like those virgins, man. You know, those 5 unwise virgins. Okay?
Took no oil.
Yeah.
And we understand what the oil is, you know?
This verse 7, for they that sleep in the night, and they that are drunken in the night. And what's so heavy about that is, if the thief is gonna come in the night, why would you sleep?
Right.
Why would you be asleep if you know that the thief at some general time, the thief gonna come in the night?
Right.
Why would you go to sleep? You see? It says, verse 8, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, man. And that's the reason we have this truth. That's the reason why the Lord put the spirit of diligence, all right, and being occupied in this prophecies on us to save us, man. You see? But go ahead with your precept, huh?
No, you getting this, brother.
Say it again.
I'm gonna get it. I get it. I was about to say, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get it anyway, because it's gonna back up that 39.
Yep.
But this Sirach chapter 6, verse 36. It says, if thou seest a man of understanding,
Yes.
get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
Heavy, man. You know, and ultimately, first and foremost, starting with our apostles, all right, those that, you know, these men that have been slated to lead, okay, in these troubling times, lead and give us what? This nourishment, okay? These scriptures, man, the understanding, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, that's going to be used, all right, according to what it is, Isaiah 33,
Yeah.
you see, to get us out of here, man, you know? But, yeah, it says, get thee betimes, all right? Hey, you should be, you know, wearing out brothers' phones. Hey, constantly hitting brothers up, you know, getting after it. That's being occupied, all right,
Yeah.
within his truth.
Like Apostle Tahar said, it should have 1 million camps out here, man.
Yeah,
You
on
should-
every corner.
You should, hey man, I'll be looking at the background, where them brothers at? Damn, putting it on a comment board, where y'all at?
God.
You know, that's getting B times, which means B times basically means just before it's too late. All right, because we coming into the times where it's about to be too late for a lot of you Jakes, man. You know?
Jake wanted to go to Mardi Gras first.
Yeah.
Before seeking out fucking camps, Jake wanted to go to Mardi Gras and be at parades and shit, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I'ma come out. They got Bacchus tonight, Endymion tonight.
I
I'm
got
going
one more
out there
precept, too.
Tuesday. You know?
Fat Tuesday and shit. Getting pilled.
Yeah.
Looking
That's-
stupid.
But that's Jake mindset though. Just focused on partying and bullshitting, man. You know? They're not occupied in prophecy. All right? Which is ultimately going to lead you to be destroyed, man. The Lord said he's going to establish thine own heart when you actually seek him out first.
That's right, man.
You don't know how heavy that is? The Lord going to establish your heart because what? I sought him out.
Right.
I'm being diligent in his work, man. You know? You got it, though.
It's Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time,
Yes, bro.
right? What we've been talking about, what the
Yep.
main kept talking about, man. Prophecy, okay?
Yep.
That's the mechanism in order to what? To measure times, right? It says, and knowing that the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You know?
Right, man.
Hey, we about to get out of here, man. And it's no time for sleeping. It's no time for slumbering. Okay? We have a duty to do, and it's almost over. The work shift almost over, man. You know, but Lord willing, that was edifying. All right, and straight into the point. Before we get out of here, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to those elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ball.
Baba Ball.